So it's been a while. Last time you and I spoke was during spring training, and you were very confident then, but I'm sensing a difference after that first game.
Yes.
What do you sense is the difference between then and now for you?
You know, it was nice to be able to come through and help the team in that situation, and so that in itself kind of brings about just a little bit of calmness and sense of just you know, at least you helped the team for that game, and so going into the next game, you know, you can kind of settle down a little bit and just kind of play your game and let it come to you. And so that was really big for me, and I'm just very, very thankful, and just trying to help the team out however I can.
Now, obviously, you know, spring training, Port St. Lucie, a little small town, where you come from, not that big.
Right.
Vegas a little bigger.
Yeah.
But here, you know, the crowd, that home run last night, the curtain call, what was going through your mind?
You know, it just overfilled with joy and thankfulness, because, gosh, it's just, most people dream about these kind of situations and these kind of things, and never really get to live them out, and I get to live them out, and I have to pinch myself because it seems so surreal, and so it's just a dream at points, and it's something that I've dreamed about and prayed about since I was young, and so to be able to live it and be in the moment, I just try and soak every minute of it up and every second, because it's something that not many people get to experience. It's just amazing.
Can you have written a better script the last 2 nights?
I really can't. Honestly, I can't write it any better. I couldn't have drawn it up any better, and I just can't believe it. I mean, it's like I said before. Sometimes I have to pinch myself because I'm just like, is this real life? You know, I'm gonna wake up and somebody's gonna tell me it's not real. You know, and so I've been loving every minute of it and enjoying it, and I couldn't have wrote it any better.
Who are some of the vets on the team that have really just taken you under your wing?
Well, everybody's been great. Everybody's had questions or answers to questions that I've had, and not one person has been, you know, better than the others. They're all great guys on this team, and they've all been very, very helpful to me.
Now, your manager down in Vegas was Wally Backman, a veteran, a World Series champ.
Yeah.
I know he kind of pranked you a little bit about your call.
Yeah,
what did he do when you got the call? How did he break it to you?
He brought me into the room, and he complimented me on how I was playing and said just keep playing hard, and that translates to the big leagues. And he said, but you know, I got bad news. Our flight is full tomorrow, and so you got to go through Salt Lake City. And I was like, that's fine. It's actually happened last year, and so I was like, that's fine. You know, I'm low man on the totem pole. I'll take it. But I was like, okay, that sounds good. So then I walked out of the room, and he said, oh, Brandon, by the way, that flight goes to Atlanta. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And he was like, no, I wouldn't kid about it that way. So it was a pretty cool way to find out. I was very happy.
And to have your family there?
Yeah. Then I called my family right after, and they were just ecstatic, and they were like, all right, well, I told them you better find a way to get to Atlanta, and they were like, all right, we're gonna get online right now and check it out. So it was fantastic to have them.
When you got the call and you take a look at the teams the Mets were playing and the pitching staff the Mets were playing, did that phase you in it? Like say, oh, Scherzer, oh, Arrieta?
I mean, I have. If I want to play in the big leagues, I have to face them at some point, and it's more like it's an honor, and I respect these pitchers very, very much, and these are people that I've watched on TV and on Baseball Tonight and all that for years, and so I have the immense amount of respect for them, but I'm going to go up there as a competitor and try and challenge them, and that's baseball. You have to just go out there and just face it and have fun with the experience, because how many people get to face Arrieta? How many people get to face Scherzer? These are things that are privileges. They're not things that should be taken lightly or should be feared.
So what do you have in store for tonight on this incredible script so far after the last 2 nights?
No, I guess we'll just see. I want another win, and that's the biggest thing. So if we can come away with another W, I'm going to be a happy man.
And lastly, I mean, obviously, from speaking to athletes, you are refreshing, because a lot of the guys that have been here for so long, some of them take it for granted.
Yeah.
And in the pregame, Terry even mentioned, we asked him what having you around, and he says it's kind of a reminder to the veterans what a privilege it is.
Yeah.
When you hear something like that, when your attitude is rubbing off on veterans, how does that make you feel?
That's just a compliment that one of the highest compliments that I can get, because all I want to do is help impact this team positively, and so that kind of a compliment is one that I take to heart and that I really appreciate. But I'm glad that I can help out in that way. But anytime, sometimes we just need a little perspective on life, and I need that all the time too. And I think just me coming up, I'm loving every minute of this, and so I'm just trying to be a positive emotion and influence however I can be. And that's not by being outspoken or trying to rub off on veterans. They've been here a long time. They know what they're doing. They know how to get prepared, and I'm just trying to take care of what's going to get me ready for the game, and then how to enjoy the game. And that's just having fun and soaking in every minute of it. And I hope that brings positivity to the team.